maths classes. Dear students, in this video lecture we are going to discuss first year maths. In that under the straight line topic we are going to discuss a small concept, that is circumcenter, which is most important for IPA exam. Circumcenter, okay, CNTER, circumcenter. So it is a most selected question. Find the circumcenter of the triangle whose vertices are -2, 3, 2, -1 and 4, 0. It is most frequently asked question. It is a long answer type question. As you know that one or two essay type questions will be in our paper 1B from the straight line chapter. So that in previous video we have discussed how to find the orthocenter of the triangle whose vertices are given and whose sides are given in this equation form. Now in this video lecture we are discussing how to find the circumcenter when three vertices are given. Okay. Before that, what is the definition of circumcenter? So it is the most important. In lower classes we have discussed what is the definition. You know, you are very aware of about this, but just we recall here. This is a point, the point of concurrence of perpendicular bisectors. What is it? Perpendicular bisectors. The point of concurrence of perpendicular bisectors is called circumcenter. Okay. So it is denoted by capital S. Actually SCI will come, but S is silent, so that we don't write S. Circumcenter S. For suppose here the perpendicular bisectors means, here perpendicular bisectors is the most important keyword. Okay, perpendicular bisectors means, for example, triangle ABC is our triangle ABC. In this triangle ABC, here ABC are three vertices. Consider A is -2, 3, B is 2, -1 and C is 4, 0. Okay, these 4 points are the vertices of this triangle ABC. Now I will draw the perpendicular bisectors. Bisector means midpoint of side you have to consider. Okay, I am assuming it is the midpoint of this side BC. From this body BC, through this point we have to draw a perpendicular. Okay, consider it as D. And through B, for AC or AB we have to take midpoint of AC or AB. Okay, from that again we have to draw a perpendicular. Okay, this is another perpendicular. Consider it as this is D, it is E. So here these are the two perpendicular bisectors. Okay, here D is the midpoint, E is the midpoint of AC, D is the midpoint of BC. So the point of concurrence of these two lines is called circumcenter, denoted by S. As we know that the circumcenter S is equidistant from the vertices of the triangle. What is the meaning of circle here? Center means we should get a circle. So the circle which is passing through these three vertices is called circle. So this SA becomes radius, SB also radius, SC also radius. So that SA is equal to SB is equal to SC. If you draw a circle through these 3 points, okay, this is my rough figure. Through these 3 points we got a circle. Okay, so here if you join SA and SB and SC, what are these SA, SB, SC? These are the 3 line segments. This line segment SA is joined by any point on the circumference of the circle and the center of the circle. So obviously this line segment is called radius. In a circle, all radii are equal. So that we can write here condition SA is equal to SB is equal to SC. Okay. So SA is equal to SB is equal to SC. So this condition is got here. So here now we are entering into the solution of the problem. Just write this definition and this figure in the examination also and this condition. Let x comma y be the circumcenter of triangle ABC. Be the circumcenter of triangle ABC. Okay. This diagram is no need of this writing the circle and all, drawing the circle and all. Just relation, you show the relation. Here SB the circumcenter of triangle ABC, and we know that the condition is WKD means we know that SA is equal to SB is equal to SC here. This is the relation. Okay, by using this relation we are going to find. Now here A we have considered as minus 2, 3 by A, 2, minus 1 by denoted by B, 4, 0 by C. This is our assumption we have considered. Now, so from this relation consider SA is equal to SB in one case, and in second case take SB is equal to SC or SA is equal to SC, our wish. Now for SA is equal to SB, so what is the meaning of SA? The distance between S and A. Okay. So SA is equal to SB means distance formula you have to write. What is the distance formula? So in exam also you have to write like this. Distance formula is equal to, distance between 2 points is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is the distance formula. Okay. Here x1 y1 considered as A point. Okay. Here SA is equal to square root of, here consider A is equal to minus 2, 3 as x1 y1. Okay. And S as x is equal x, y as x2 y2. Okay, then SA is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square. That means x minus of minus 2 whole square plus y2 minus 1. Here y2 means y minus 3 whole square. Okay, then we get here square root of x plus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. That is equal to square root of x square plus 4x plus 4 plus y square plus 9 minus 6y. So this is the value of SA. Okay, this is the value of SA. Now find SB. So SB means distance between 2 points. What are those 2 points? S and B. Here consider B is equal to 2, minus 1 as x1, y1. And the point S as, that is x, y as x2, y2. So that SB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square. Same formula, like distance formula. x2 minus x1 means x minus 2 whole square plus y minus, that is y2 value y minus of minus 1. That is plus 1 whole square. That is equal to square root of x2 minus whole square plus y plus 1 whole square. Okay. Again expand this. Then we get a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay. A minus b whole square. A square plus b square minus 2ab. It is a plus b whole square. Luckily we have a middle plus sign, so no change in the signs of inside which are in interior. So y square plus 2y plus 1. Okay, this is SB value. From above relation we know that SA is equal to SB. So right here therefore SA is equal to SB means we can write here square root of SA value is x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y plus 9 plus 4 13. Okay, that is equal to square root of SB value x square plus y square minus 4x. I am writing in order. After writing x square and y square terms, I am writing next x terms. Minus 4x plus 2y plus 4 plus 1 plus 5. Okay. Now by squaring on both sides, here by squaring on both sides we get, here square root can be vanished, is it? So therefore what is the step now? That is square root cancel అయిపోతే ఏమవుతుంది? x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y plus 13 is equal to, here x square plus y square minus 4x plus 2y plus 5. Okay, x square terms gets cancelled. On both sides there are equal terms, means like terms, so those get cancelled. Here equal terms are there, coefficients are equal. So next bring these all terms to left hand side, then it becomes 4x minus 4x if you bring this side, plus 4x minus 6y, y term bring this side minus 2y because here is plus 2y, and plus 13 plus 5 if you bring left hand side becomes minus 5. So now 4x plus 4x 8x minus 6y minus 2y minus 8y plus 13 minus 5 plus 8 is equal to 0. So if you observe here 8 is the common factor for these three terms. So if you divide by 8 we get here, okay, x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So it is the one equation we got from the relation SA is equal to SB. Okay. Now we have to consider another one. Now SB is equal to SC. Here SB. So what are B coordinates? The coordinates of B are 2, minus 1, and the coordinate of C are 4, 0. Coordinates of B are 2, minus 1, coordinates of C are 4, 0. So SB is equal to SC. So I am writing now directly here. Therefore, square root of, here S is common. So x, y. So consider these x, y as x2, y2. Better. Okay. Then it becomes x2 minus x1. అంటే x minus 2 whole square plus y minus of minus 1 whole square. Okay, that is SB is equal to square root of, again, x minus 4 whole square plus y minus 0, it is y not 4, y minus 0 whole square. Okay, clear. Now next is squaring on both sides. If you square on both sides, we get here square root gets cancelled, then, and also at a time I am expanding a minus b whole square form. A square minus 2ab plus b square, okay, plus y, minus of minus means plus y plus 1 whole square. So a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is equal to here a minus b whole square. So a square minus 2ab plus b square plus y minus 0 means y square. We have squared on both sides, so square root gets cancelled here. Square root gets cancelled. So what are the remaining terms here after cancellation? So simplify and write x square minus 2 into 2 minus 4x plus 2 square value 4 plus y square value y itself 2 into y into 1 2y plus 2y plus 1, that is equal to, right hand side expression is here x square, it is 4 square on a minus 2 4 is 8x plus 4 square value 16 plus y square. Now if you observe this equation on either side, here x square and y square gets cancelled. And what are the remaining terms here? Minus 4x plus 2y and plus 4 plus 1 plus 5. Bring the remaining terms which are in right hand side of is equal sign to left hand side, then it becomes positive term becomes negative, negative term becomes positive. So therefore 8x minus 4x, if you simplify we get 4x plus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. 4x plus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. We got it another equation from the relation SB is equal to SC. So consider it as second equation. Now by solving 1 and 2, we get the coordinates of point S. Is it? Because x comma y only in a point s. Yes. Now what is the first equation? What is the first equation? That is here x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0 is the first equation. Okay. This is equation 1. What is the second equation? 4x plus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. It is the second equation. Now solve by using elimination method. Better use cross multiplication method, which is prescribed in the textbook. That method only we usually frequently using, so that x, y, 1. So to write under the x, close the x terms and write the coefficients of y. Then minus 1, 2. Okay, y coefficient minus 1, here y coefficient plus 2. With regards to sign also you have to consider here. Okay, next constants 1 minus 11. Now under the y, if you close the y terms, 1 minus 11 are the constants. Next cyclic order, x coefficient 1 and here the second equation x coefficient 4. So like that. In cyclic order, next we have to close constants. So 1 4 minus 1 2, or blindly we can write this minus 1 2 last. Okay. So it is x y 1. Now by cross multiplication we get like this. So cross multiplication method, so we have to cross multiply like this. So it is minus 11. So x by, okay beta, x by minus 1 into minus 11. So plus 11 in the formula minus 2 into 1, 2 is equal to y by 1 into 4, 4 in the formula minus, now minus 11 into 1, minus 11 is equal to 1 by 1 into 2, 2 minus in the formula minus 4 into minus 1, minus 4. Okay. So we got x by 11 minus 2 like this na. So I can write it as x by 9 and y by 4 plus 11 15 and 1 by 2 plus 4 6. So from this x by 9 is equal to 1 by 6. You equate to these two and middle and last. So it is x is equal to 1 by 6. Okay, it is arrow mark. Okay, so I am equating now x by 9 is equal to 1 by 6. From this x is equal to 9 by 6. Am I correct? If denominator, if you send to the other side, it becomes numerator. So common table is 3 3 are 9, 3 2 are 6. 3 table. So x value 3 by 2. Now from this relation, y by 15 is equal to 1 by 6. From here y is equal to 15 by 6. Again common table is 3 table. 3 5 are 15, 3 2 are 6. Therefore y is equal to 5 by 2. Okay, here x is equal to 3 by 2, we got 3 by 2. So finally what are the coordinates of circumcenter? Therefore circumcenter S is equal to x coordinate comma y coordinate. X coordinate is 3 by 2. Circumcenter S is equal to x coordinate 3 by 2 comma y coordinate 5 by 2. So this is our final answer. Okay, like this we have to find when 3 vertices are given. Actually in examination they will ask find the circumcenter when 3 vertices are given only in most probable cases. Rarely they will ask by giving the sides we have to find. Okay, so nothing else. If they are given 3 sides of a triangle, we have to solve those 3 sides and we have to find. Okay, so after if they give A, B, B, C, C as measures of 3 sides in the equation form, we can find that one also easily, but the main difference is we have to solve those 3 equations. For example, if 1, 2, 3 equations are given, means if you solve 1 and 2 we get B, 2 and 3 if you solve we get point C, and 3 and 1 if you solve we get A, B, C. Later we have to follow same procedure. Actually we have different methods to find out the circumcenter. That is, since here D is the midpoint of BC now, so we will get here midpoint, that is 2 plus 4 6 by 2. That means here we get 3 and minus 1 plus 0 minus 1 by 2. So So x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, midpoint. So I know the midpoint, and since it is a perpendicular bisector, so D is the midpoint. So how to find the slope of this line? Slope of this line is into slope of BC is equal to -1. Since these two are perpendicular to each other, what are those perpendiculars means? If you consider it as line 1 and it has line 2, a line 1 is perpendicular to BC. So product of their slopes is equal to -1. From that result we can find out its slope. And by using slope point form we can find out this equation. In the same way we can find L2 also by finding the midpoint of AC is equal to E and slope of AC is equal to -1 by slope of L2. So we get here L1 L2 two equations. If you solve those two equations we will get intersecting point of L1 and L2, that is nothing but the circumcenter of this triangle. But that is little lengthy process. So maximum members follow this method. If you feel difficult, that method also we can follow. Okay. So it is only easy method. SA is equal to SB and SB is equal to SC. Okay. In that again we have to find two equations and we have to solve those two also. No issue. You can follow any one method as you wish. Okay children, in the next video we will solve how to find the circumcenter of the triangle when three sides are given. Okay, three sides are given means obviously they will give the sides in equation form. Linear equation, two variables. Okay, we will meet in the next video. Thank you.